my notice is about a change that's happening. We're changing the name of our home groups. Now, you might say, well, why? Well, it's my prayer that it'll not only be a change of name, but it will serve to contribute to a continued change in the nature of our home groups and how they operate, and for all of us in our life together here at Christ Church Newland. So, welcome life groups. That's what they're going to be called from now on. And we're hoping and praying that every adult member of Christ Church Newland will be part of or attached to one of these groups. Now, why rename them? Why call them life groups? Why did I come up with that name? Well, for me, it's because it connects with the three essential elements that we want as part of any of our small groups, and what we expect to take place in them when people gather together for their meeting and beyond that into life and into the week. And those three essential items are the Word of God, prayer to God, and practical love for the people of God. So when we gather in our groups, we seek to help one another live a life for God according to the Word of God. The Bible shapes our life. It's a life group because our life is nourished by, guided by, directed by the Word of God. So in our life groups, there will be places where we together are getting into the Word of God so that the Word of God can get into us and we know how to live life to the honor and glory of God. They're life groups. But when we gather in our groups, we will participate in sustaining life as we connect to God through prayer. We cannot do life without God. It's a life group because all of life is going to be brought before God in prayer. The life of the church is going to be lifted up in prayer. The missional life of the church will be a focus for our prayers. So our life groups will be places where we display our utter dependence upon our God to sustain our life and to promote His glory through our life expressed in prayer. And when we gather in our groups, we contribute to the sharing the life of one another through acts of kindness and love. As His love overflows into our life, it then flows out to the life of others. So it's a life group because we're not meant to do life alone as Christians. As Christians, we've been called into a family, the family of faith, and we're to share that life with the rest of the family. And families look out for one another. So the members of our group should find mutual support and love and encouragement and help and be helped as they gather together with other members of the family. So as we begin what is the second year of our life together as Christ Church Newland, I want to encourage us to have a renewed focus and faithfulness in living out these three principles. Living life according to the Word of God, life promoted and sustained by prayer to God, and a life shared with the family of God. And I trust you will join me in committing to a life group. And I'm excited about what God will do and the fruit that He will bring about and continue to bring about in the life of Christ Church Newland as we commit to living out these three essential principles in our church family. Thank you.